Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto, your favorite live streamer, back with another live stream. Ethereum, Ripple, XRP, Litecoins are beginning to explode. The altcoins are exploding out there. Shout out to Steven, Dr. Puff and stuff, bruh, XRP, and the rest of the pumpers. It looks like the altcoins have awakened. Okay, let's talk about the mathematics and see which ones will continue to move. But there's some movement now. Okay, there's some movement across the board. I want to talk about that. Shout out to all my Ether maniacs, my Litecoin maniacs, and even the Ripple maniacs. You know, I'm not a fan of the Rips, but it's moving. It's moving and grooving. Let me drop a bomb. Turn off these coins. Make sure you're following me over there on DLive. Restreaming with Restream.io, and I'm pushing the stream to DLive. I'm passing out lemons in a moment, so make sure you're following me there. And also, I'll be on YouTube as always. Watching BTC dominance percentage drop. Yeah, it will happen. The percentage will drop, but it's still the dominant coin. It's still the coin that I want the most, I'll be honest with you. I do understand that there will be other altcoins that are going to move faster, like Ripple's moving faster, like Cardano, like Stellar, like Yearn, like Litecoin. But, long run, more bits, and more kabooms is what I always say. Bitcoin's so close to all-time high. ETH still has 70% more to gain before its all-time high. Absolutely. And I've been saying this. I want more Bitcoin and more Ether. A couple of weeks ago, I moved some Ether into Bitcoin, and I felt good about it. I have some more bits, but I'm glad that I held on to most of my Ether bags, and it's moving and grooving. Shout out to the 32 ETH maniacs. There's 50% of the contract is almost fulfilled, and what I'm talking about is the transition to ETH 2.0. That's going to require 32 Ethereums to stake Ethereum and receive Ethereum rewards. Now, that's not going to happen until the contract receives 500,000 Ethereum deposits. Right now, it's about 50% of the way there. And you know that Vitalik pledged 3,200 himself. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Bro. And Dr. Puff and stuff. Yeah, it's a good day. You're seeing a lot of green. Let me hit refresh. You got Bitcoin there at 18,261. And you know the deal, guys. Bitcoin usually, most of the time, moves forward first, and then everything follows in the wake. And you see that Bitcoin had a strong rip there for a few weeks, and then many of the altcoins, including Ethereum, were falling behind. And I did move some Ether into Bitcoin, and I'm glad I did. And now, just a few days, maybe 24 to 48 hours ago is when you're starting to really see things picking up for the altcoins. Ether, Ripple, you got Ether up 10% in the past 24 hours, and you got Ripple up 21% in the past 24 hours and almost 100% in the past 3 days. I'm not surprised. It's about time that Ripple moves. If it's going to stick around in the top 5, I'm not surprised that finally it's moving. It was stuck there at like 20 cents and change for a while. Ripple has an all-time high of like what, $3 or $4. So this one has moved, room to move. Now, in my opinion, Ripple's not even a crypto. It's a glorified database, and could be a Trojan horse, yada yada, etc., etc. That doesn't matter right now. The trend is up. So shout out to everybody holding Ripple. Chainlink is also moving this week. It's at 1480. You got Litecoin. Litecoin has been doing excellent. Actually, Litecoin is moving more than Ethereum this week. Litecoin there at 8630. Under $100 for Litecoin still seems like a deal. Litecoin all-time highs above 300, closer to 400. So you listen, these older coins like Ripple, Litecoin, Ethereum, I would expect them to move. Okay, they've been around the top 10. They have a name brand. I won't consider them blue chips, but they're closer to the blue chips than some of these other newer coins. Litecoin there at 8630. I don't want to hold Litecoin. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's obviously a good trade right now. The trend is up. Bitcoin Cash there at 269. You got Polkadot is ripping as well. This one is the Ethereum competitor alongside Cardano, which is doing very well, up another 49% in the past 7 days, 13% in 24 hours. So, keep an eye at Polkadot and Cardano as Ethereum continues to rise. Those are the alternatives to Ethereum in the top 10 right now, Polkadot and Cardano. And, there's going to be an indirect correlation with these smart contract platforms as far as the boom. I think they're going to go up. Binance there at $30. I'm surprised that Binance is not moving that much. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, I skip. EOS 318 looking all right. And then how about Monero always sticking around, huh? How about that? You guys can see the rest of the charts. Ledger Wallet, I'm going to go ahead and click on these ads. Make sure you're downloading the Brave browser. Their referral program, I think, is ending next week or whatnot. But you still can get rewards by downloading the Brave browser and clicking the ads. I do it all the time. And, I switched my reward payout from BAT to Bitcoin. So it's another way of just stacking a little, even if it's $5, $10 a month in Bitcoin. That $10 that you received last year in Bitcoin is worth a lot more this year. So think about that. Roger Ripple's here. Cardano Kaboom. Congratulations, Roger. XRP's killing it. Yeah, it is. It's actually it's the mover and groover today. Let's see the top shakers today. The top shakers, Horizon and Ripple. I don't know anything about Horizon, and I'm sure I'll find out sooner than later. Nano's also moving. Cardano's doing well. Congratulations to Roger. Tezos, it's not doing bad either. IOTA. That's interesting. IOTA's kind of back around, and Ethereum. And then how about Celsius? Shout out to Rafterman. I know he holds the bags. So yeah, there's expect the altcoins to move up. How about Kyber Network catching a little bid right there? I like Kyber as well. Synthetics token. So you're seeing a lot of green across the board. I'm excited. And this is what happens, guys. Bitcoin moves up. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance decreases a little bit, but this is after that it boomed. And now there's some room for the altcoins to boom as well. Light is sleeping. Yeah, I think in a way it is. I mean, I think Litecoin was oversold. I'm going to be honest. I'm biased with Litecoin because I had such a bad hold with Litecoin. I had a bad experience holding Litecoin. Okay, but I do recognize that, it was at a great price there at $50. It stuck around the top 10 and, people are buying into it now in this bull run. And I'll tell you what, if you tell me, Litecoin hit $120 in the next couple of weeks, I would believe it. Because it does have room to grow. That being said, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I held ever since Charlie Lee dumped the bag and abandoned the ship at 300 plus. I don't want to hold Litecoin right now, to be honest with you. I want more bits, more ETHs, and then I'm speculating on some of the other baby altcoins and some of the newer projects, the staking projects, and specifically Wise Token on Ethereum is, to me, the one that I'm most excited about. This is the one, as far as speculation, higher risk moves that I'm moving Ethereum into. Current balance of the entire contract has 21,000 ETH. They already fulfilled the 20,000 ETH they needed to refund 70% of the gas fee. So now you're not getting any gas fees refunds, but there's still a lot of movement on this. Day one had only 645 Ether, and we've seen it go up to like 1,500 Ether in some days, So, look, 1,600 there on day 9. We're currently on day, where we're at? Day 13. There's 710 today. Yesterday was a random day, anywhere between 1 and 9,999,000. And it ended up at 2.5 million wide. So I'm glad I didn't get into this day. I'm in today. I got half of ETH into today. So, as far as the higher risk speculation projects, this is the one I'm most hype about. I'll keep it 1,000 with you. And, I've already thrown about, I think it was like 4 ETH at this. Make sure you use a referral link if you get into this, because all referral link users get 10% bonus ETH when reserving Wise and 10% more shares when staking. So whether you use my link or somebody else's, if you get into it, you might as well get that 10%. And I'll tell you, besides Bitcoin and Ether, I'm most excited about this project. But let me be clear. This is a speculative project, high risk, okay? This is, the riskier thing. I wouldn't allocate the majority of your bag or a significant amount of your bag on this like I would on Bitcoin and Ether. But nevertheless, I'm paying attention to it. So let me know. When Cardano jots 5, I'm packing the family up and moving to tax-free Puerto Rico. The hell with the damn taxes. Shout out to Roger. Congratulations. Cardano moving. Let's see. Let's see if it keeps going. And I think they will. I mean, they're sticking around. So let's see. Kenny V just called out IOTA last week to you. We've been, I think you did you asked about IOTA, or someone asked about IOTA, and it's been around, it's moving. And listen, at this point, I would expect many altcoins, and not only IOTA, but, the ones that have, a couple years to their name, those ones that have been around the top 100 or top 50 for like 2 or 3, 4 years, those may come back around. So let's see. Right now, definitely it's altcoin season. But let me be clear, guys, okay? Altcoins are all cute and everything, but I'm still not interested in holding any of these altcoins for a long term other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. I understand that Chainlink moved better. I understand that Binance moved better. I understand that Ripple in the past week has moved better. But when it comes to any of those coins, me personally, I swing trade in and out of them. I stack more bits and more ETHs. Okay, so that's, my personal opinion. Kenny V says, yes, but still hype coins, so I'm staying out of it. Yeah, a lot of these altcoins are many of them are hype and they're cool ideas. And right now, the trend is jump on the hype, and I'm not mad at that. So, that's why I ride certain the trends. I'll even go on the higher risk ones as well. But, let me be clear. And I think most people that have been in the crypto game for a while understand this. Things go up, things go down. Look at the DeFis. Like, for instance, a perfect example is Yearn Finance. Remember when Yearn, we got into it, it was less than a Bitcoin in price, okay? Less than 1 Bitcoin. That thing shot up to 4 Bitcoin in price, and then it dropped down to under 1 Bitcoin in price, okay? And now it's moving again. But look, that's how these altcoins move. And I said this before, don't fall in love with these altcoins unless you're ready to hold it if they dump 30, 40, 50%. And, I know that I'm willing to hold Bitcoin if it drops 50% because I have. Okay. But some of these newer coins, guys, and even the more of the name brand coins, like, look, Ripple's moving now, Cardano's moving now. But how are you going to feel if you lost 50% tomorrow? Are you, going to hold for 6 months to a year? Some people, yes, some people, no. That being said, I rather have more bits in ETH, because if it does, slash 50% in price, I don't sweat holding the bags. I mean, you guys were rocking with me. We touched 20,000, and then we touched 3,000, and I'm still here firing at the line. So, something to consider. But that being said, right now the trend for altcoins is up, and shout out to everybody that's riding these waves and making gains. Literally, waves is up. Cardano, Reserve Rights Token, RSR. Someone just asked about that. I've heard good things about RSR. And let's see if it moves. Numeraire, VeChain, Stellar, Status, Yearn, Near, Litecoin, Nano, they're all up against Bitcoin. Balancer, Qtum, Celsius, Ethereum, Polkadot, there's a lot of them that are up against Bitcoin, and I'm not surprised. But watch out, because they as soon as they go up, they can go down as well. So make sure that you guys take some profits. In my opinion, it's never a bad time to take profits. I like taking profits in Bitcoin instead of USD. The big kaboom is coming, says Hourglass. Yeah, I think it's starting. Link is looking tasty. A lot of the altcoins are looking tasty. Shout out to everybody making those gains. But remember, like I said, if you made 40, 50% in 24 hours, take a little profit, guys. Take a little profit and put it in the bag. Okay? Don't be one of these guys that get free uni coins, and then you see it go to $6, $7, and you keep holding it because you think it's gonna hit $10, and then it goes down at $1 or $2, and you got clapped. Okay, don't get too greedy. Rafterman says, I'm thinking about a play in Ripple. Okay, yeah, right now, I don't like buying into things when they're up 25% in 24 hours. If I had Ripple right now, I'd sell. Now, that being said, I think that Ripple does have room to grow, obviously. But, I would wait for a dip. I don't even think there's a red coin. Not right now. Let's see if in the past 24 hours, is there anything red? Numeraire. Yeah, there's a few in the past 24. Yearn a little bit, but not that much. Queen's Races. Boom. Just dropped me $10. Fair character jumping up and down saying #1 fan. Thank you so much, Queens. I know you suffered a loss not too long ago, and our thoughts go out to you, our bro Queens. I wish the best for you, and hopefully you're pushing the truck again or not. I don't know. I was hearing about a possible strike with the truckers out there. I don't know if you know anything about that. But either way, thank you so much for the $10 USD. I'm glad that you're back in the live stream, and positive energy goes out to you, sir. Dr. Puffin Stuff says, I kind of think that play is too late, Rafter, in regards to the Ripple play. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't jump in the Ripple play right now, to be honest with you. I wouldn't. Like I said, I'd do the opposite. If I'm holding any play, for instance, and it goes up 30, 40% in 24 hours, you need to strongly consider taking some profits, because if you don't, it's a reflection on your greed. I mean, you're not going to take 40, 50% in 24 hours because you think you're going to get, a 1 or 2x in the next 24 to 48 hours. That may or may not happen. You may be left with the bag. Queen says, I appreciate it, champ. Finally got the notification. Awesome. Hourglass says Link will have staking very soon. When that happens, road to 100 looks very good. Excited. Saying $100 for Chainlink, that's possible, but it's never gotten there. It still needs to hit all-time highs, which is around 20-something dollars. I don't remember. Or I don't know. But, and it needs to get to 30 before it gets to 100. So, but, that being said, Link is strong. Link is strong, guys. Shout out to the Link Marines. Don't act like the champ didn't get into Link when it was 30 cents. Okay? You guys know the deal. Shout out to Rafterman out there. Thank you for the 2 USD, sir. I appreciate that. Kenny V says, yeah, but would you take it out if you are still down negative 30? Well, that's a whole nother play. I don't know why you held down so long, Usually I probably would have gotten out of the play if I'm already getting clapped up that much. See, that goes back to what I'm saying. You got to be willing to hold the bags on some of these altcoins negative 50, 60%, because a lot of them that happens. Yeah, I bought it before the crash. Yeah, you got clapped, Kenny. You got clapped. I don't know what to say. You're in a losing position. You could what you should have done if you were really believing in XRP, you should have bought on the way down. But like most people, they buy when it's up and they sell when it's down, and that's the opposite of what you need to do. So I don't know what to tell you, Kenny. I'm not anybody's advisors, but it does sound like you got clapped, and it's okay though. Keep moving, and sometimes you got to take the L. I've been there too, and the best example I can say is Litecoin. I got clapped on Litecoin, and I finally just took the L and kept moving. And Moneybags got clapped on TRX. So I mean, I'm not trying to tell you you got. I mean, I've lost a limb too, so don't sometimes. You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. You know what I mean? So, maybe you could consider this. This may be a good time to fold. It's up 30, 40% in one day. You bow out gracefully. Or you could look at it like, maybe it does go up and you can just start praying and hoping that you can get your money back. I don't know. But again, let me be clear. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. I'm not anybody's financial advisor. And ultimately, you're going to have to do whatever the hell you want to do because, didn't have the money to keep buying at the moment. Yeah, it seems like you threw all your money at it in one play. That's also a dumb move. And I've done that as well. Guys, if you want to make a play, you don't want to throw all your bags at it at once. Like, you identified Ripple and you liked it, then why did you throw all your bag at it at once? You should have gone and averaged it out. But, you live and you learn, guys. That's what I always say. Keep some dry powder. If all you have is $1,000, you don't want to spend it in one day. It's managing your bags. But again, it's good that some of us lose because we learn. I say this so many times. You can't call yourself a cryptomaniac soldier unless you've stepped on a landmine and lost a limb. Okay? So, maybe this is the limb that you need to lose, Kenny. I don't know. He just walks with a limp now like we all do. That's right. I mean, the champ's been there as well. I mean, I've gotten into some funny bunnies too, and I've gotten clapped. You know the deal. So, I mean, don't feel bad about it, Kenny. That's what I'm trying to say, sometimes you just say, I got clapped, I effed up, and you move forward. You know what I mean? Moneybag says ETH is going to kill it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm telling you guys about ETH. You know, I started to get really stacking ETH back again when it was like at 170 earlier this year. I was like, guys, with this 32 ETH, you know how I feel about you. You guys been following me, you know. And then, you know, last week when I had that Bitcoin run up for a little bit, you know, I moved a little bit of ETH back into Bitcoin. And I'm glad I did, even though now ETH is back up because I wanted more Bitcoin at that moment. But either way, I've been stacking both bits and ETH. A little bit more bits than ETH, but, you know, those are the both that I've been, you know, excited. ETH going to kill it like DSP. I ain't got no limbs anymore, says Kenny. Well, there you go. You may have to go to the total recovery. You know, you may have been a casualty of war. We've seen a lot of that. You know, sometimes you're gonna have to go into a rehabilitation completely. You know. But yeah, guys, you know, sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Like perfect examples, me with Litecoin. You know, I mean, I was holding it when it was 300, and I held, and it went back up, and it went down. But you know, the average was down. And finally, one day, I was like, you know what? It went up like 10, 20% in one day. I don't even know what the price was. I said, you know, I'm out of this. See you later. And you know, it's just like a weight off my back, and you start again. Sometimes, you know, you just got to start from scratch. It's all good. I'm out of the red and total back in the greens. There you go. Then you're not bad. If you're back in the greens, then you haven't lost. ETH was at 130 and Bitcoin Cash was 213 and ETH surpassed it. I was like, damn, there you go. Yeah, right now, you know, the hype is ETH. I'll tell you this. It depends on what your strategy is. You got people, you know, that are doing day trading. You got people doing swing trading. You got people just dollar cost averaging. You got people just dollar cost averaging only into one coin. Everybody has a different strategy, you know? So depending on where you're at, the strategy that's benefits you will be different than the man beside you, you know, the strategy. So that being said, I'm stacking more bits and more ETH. You know, the altcoins are cute and everything, but more bits and more ETH. Stack that DOT and Cardano. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, you know, that's not my strategy. You know, I don't want to stack any DART or Cardano. Maybe I'm wrong. I just want to stack bits. Now, being said, I mean, I'm not against trading any of these coins. You know the deal. Let's look at the technicals here on my faves. 18291 here on Bitcoin. Still reading buy. Looking strong for the 1 day. Looking strong for the 1 week. Even stronger for, it's looking, for the 1 week is stronger than the 1 month. Let's look at ETH against Bitcoin. That recently flipped to buy after being strong sell for such a long time. This is the bit charts. It's really moving now. And now the technicals are at buy. Yeah, right now the trend has flipped into ETH. But you know, you still got some moving averages here saying sell. The technicals of Bitcoin and ETH are about the same. Let's be honest. That being said, that's why I'm getting both of them. And this is what I was going to say. If you don't got time to trade or do this and that, like I would say, you know, just stack your bits and then get your 32 ETH. Because at some point, guys, that 32 ETH is going to be worth something. Shout out to like for instance, how about those that got a Dash node at the very, very beginning? At one point, that thing was like at $250,000. You know, so, you know, getting an ETH 32 staker for the mid to long term may be the one. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you don't do any moves but just get 32 ETHs, that may be the cheat code right there. You know what I mean? For all you know, that's just the cheat code. Just stack those 32 ETHs and sit on it. I don't know though. Whoever's holding Ripple still really missing out on so much money. How Bitcoin has gone up 10K for Ripple, goes up 12 cents. Ripple really moving today. But, you know, at the same time, and you know, let's look at the year to date for Ripple. I mean, Has it outperformed Bitcoin? No, I don't think it has. All-time high, $3.40. Wow. Yeah, 7 days ago it was at 28 cents. It's only like the past week that it really made moves. I'm trying to get the double staker, says Dr. Puff and stuff. 232 bags, so you're talking about 64? Yeah, I'm telling you that 32 ETH is it sounds, when you look at it like I want to get 32 ETH to stake ETH, when you look at it like that, and if your strategy is to hold that for a few years, I mean, that in a way, it's like, I could see how that could be a even better strategy than DCAing into Bitcoin. I'm not that I'm doing that, but I could see how the argument could be made. I mean, like, a lot of Bitcoin value is being moved over to Ethereum, and most of these altcoins are in Ethereum. So I don't think Ether is going anywhere. Now, as far as the future of Ripple, I don't even know. I really don't know. I think a lot of people are just thinking, since it has something to do with the banks, it'll move. And maybe yes, maybe no, but I'm just not interested. I'll focus more on Ether, me personally. All right, guys, let me go ahead and pass out these lemons and get to it. I'm going to work out today. Crystalzilla just donated 2 ice cream. Thank you so much, Crystalzilla. Shout out to the 35 crypto maniacs. Make sure you're tuning in, guys, on D Live, on YouTube, and I'm here every single day. I'll go over the staking platforms and show you what I've made there on Tron in just a moment. Let me pass out these lemons on dlive.tv. Follow me there on D Live, guys. Make sure you're using a crypto-friendly platform. I'm distributing lemon rewards that are pretty worthless, but at least it's fun to get some tokens. Let's go. Collect rewards. Lucky winners. Athlete and Crystozilla. Kaboom. Thank you, guys. Queen says it's just crazy because at these Bitcoin prices, Neo's supposed to be at least 150, Bitcoin Cash at least 2K, ETH at 1K. Bitcoin is really taking control. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've always said the majority of your bags in Bitcoin. That's like that. My point exactly. It's because, all the altcoins should be doing this, but really it's that Bitcoin's the leader. Kenny says, yeah, but altcoin season's coming now. Yeah, it may come, but just as soon as it comes, it could leave too. And that's why, altcoin seasons come and go. And so do Bitcoin. But again, I think that when those things come and they go, the altcoins end up dumping more than Bitcoin dumps. That's the thing. So like over the long run, you notice that it's probably a better strategy just to hold on to the bits. I'm telling you guys. Mega Kid, good morning. Kenny V thinks, I think Bitcoin will now level a bit and the rest are going up. Yeah, maybe for, like a week or two. And then, when Bitcoin has another run up, the altcoins will fall behind. Jared Thompson says real public FOMO hasn't begun. I agree. It's the FOMO and the buzz is not like it was in 2017. It's not as hype. That's why I believe that we still got some room here. Queen says, I'm only into Bitcoin, ETH, and Bitcoin Cash. That's it. There you go. Jared says real valuable coins are actually going up, not the crap. Not really. Actually, all coins are going up right now, Jared. Even the crappy ones. If you look at the boards, you're seeing green. There's only, like in the past 24 hours, there's only a handful of coins that are underperforming. You're looking at maybe like 10 or 15 coins that are underperforming, and then the rest of them are up. So, I don't know what to say to you guys. Watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs the game, okay? If Bitcoin goes up, then not too long after, the altcoins will go up. Now, if Bitcoin dumps, the same thing's going to happen to the altcoins. The altcoins are way more volatile. They can dump more, and then they can pump more. True that, the news on it isn't as hype as the last time. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. I mean, it's hype. Obviously, there's some hype going on, but this is not 2017 hype levels. You know why? Because we've already been at these numbers. It's like, yeah, Bitcoin is doing great at 18,000, and I'm super excited, and it's like, it's ripping right now. It's doing great. But when people hear that Bitcoin's at 18, they've heard that Bitcoin hit 20 before, so it's nothing new to them. People need... it's 2020. People need like shock value. They need to hear, oh, Bitcoin's at 50, 100,000. Then you'll, get some move. Like in 2017, when Bitcoin propelled and shot up to 20K, no one had ever heard of that before. I think that, it went to 20K just maybe a few weeks after it hit 10K. No one knows how to call the tops or the bottoms. Be careful. Exactly. Time to work. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, shout out to you. Roger says, what about these governors tell us we can't have Thanksgiving? What about them? Who's listening to them? You can give thanks. Do you need someone to tell you what you can do or not can do? Guys, we need to stop turning on the TV or even paying attention to these people. Just go about your day, guys. Go about your day. These people are not going to come into your house, and if they do, then you handle it. But to even continue to talk about it's like, we need to move forward. Ignore these fools. Give thanks. It's those 1K day swings that got the public excited, says Jared. Yeah, you're right. Let's look at the indices. You got S&P up slightly. You got Dow there at 29,432. You got S&P there at 3560. It's still going up. Currency indices, how's the Dixie looking? The dollar's slightly up there at 92.7. Bonds are up at 0.85 for the 10-year. This is stock market bullish. And then cryptos continue to move up. Free funny bunny money, guys. Really, you want to, you watch Bitcoin as king, but at the end of the day, it's the Fed. How much free funny bunny money are they pumping out? And how much are they going to inflate the markets? Peaceful civil disobedience is the order of the day now, says Rafterman. Yeah, just go about your day and do the stuff. I mean, just have Thanksgiving how you want it, guys. And obviously, if you need to take care of your health and make sure you're clean and nobody wants to get sick, obviously, And if you are sick, stay home. It's, real simple. But enough with this stuff. You're dealing with something that has like a 99% survival rate. I don't even know what the survival rate is, but come on, guys. And the media runs with it too, because it's back and forth and it gets clicks, and I think people that keep talking about it and engaging it on the media, they're also guilty too. Even if they're like pushing the freedom narrative, it's like, this shouldn't even be a topic. It's like, go about your day. How are we even discussing like whether we're going to pay attention to the governor telling us what to do at your house? It's like, come on, guys. One Bitcoin, 18,300, 32 Ethereum, 18,800. Wow. Nice. That's a good way to put it, Hourglass. I wonder how that number has changed over the past year. But yeah, you're looking about one Bitcoin will give you around 32 Ether. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And I'll tell you this much. I mean, that 32 Ether, you secure that bag. And that may be the one, guys. That may be your ticket or our ticket. It may be, and maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But, it certainly looks sexy. Let me look at T2X and these staking platforms along with Wise and wrap up the stream here. We got a little bit more time to go. But as far as the staking platforms on Tron, the only one I've stuck with now is T2X. I tried DSP and GXY, and those things didn't work out well. I probably have one stake, but ultimately not that good. Bankroll and Banker X was pretty cool. I like the impermanent loss yield farming, but once Bitcoin started moving and some of these other tokens, I stopped using that. So the only thing I've stuck with here on Tron so far has been T2X, and I'm not even that vested in here. Let me see if I pull my. Yeah, I still got a couple stakes there. We're on day 136. I got a stake on one ending today, actually, maybe in 7 hours. I'll collect a little over 100 TRX, and that's 3,000 T2X. This is a staking platform very similar to Hex. You know that the whole staking, the certificate deposit type of smart contracts are kind of the next level in the DeFi. After the success of Hex there on Ethereum, hitting all-time highs not too long ago, and that's why I tried this platform. It's doing good, but the thing I'm most hyped about, I told you, is Wise. I'm gonna be honest with you. I threw a few ETH. It's not like I'm throwing a Bitcoin at this, but I definitely threw like 4 ETH at this. I'll throw at least 5. It's the one that I'm most hyped about right now. I'm more excited about what's gonna happen with Wise than what's gonna happen with Ethereum and Bitcoin. To be honest with you, as far as the short term. Now, let me be clear. I gotta say this 1,000 times. I'm not throwing my whole bag at this, guys. But I got a few ETH. So, today's day 13. I got half an ETH on today. And then day 14, 0.3. And I'm glad that I used the referral. I got those 10% bonuses. But, do your research. This contract is audited. This team is public. The developer live streams every single day. He answers a bunch of questions. This is going to have more liquidity than, I don't know. I mean, at 21,000 ETH, let's look. Because the 90% of this ETH is going straight to Uniswap, and the LP tokens are going to be burned. So you're going to have a project with a bunch of liquidity. This is like no other. I don't think any project has started off with so much liquidity. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, let's look at the top pairs here on Uniswap, and let's see what type of liquidity they have. Let's look at the Uni ETH, Uniswap against ETH. They got 67 million in total liquidity. There's 56,000 ETH locked up here, almost 57, and 8,000 Uni. Already in Wise, there's 21,000 ETH already here. And this thing hasn't even started, and 90% is going to go into Uniswap. So this is going to be, I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's going to be, this is a very, this project has potential. Okay, so I can't stress it enough. If you're going to jump into this, make sure you use a referral link, because all the referral links give users 10% bonus ETH when reserving Wise and 10% more shares when staking. So it's a no-brainer to use somebody's referral link. So there's one if you're interested. That's about it. That's all I'm covering so far. Did I pass out on DLive? Yeah, shout out to DLive. And I covered ETH technicals and BTC. I'll take a few minutes to answer some questions. Invisible Coin says, yeah, it's almost too fair, though. Wise will be overpriced. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. This thing has some major liquidity. Will have. And I also think as we approach day 50, there's going to be even more hype. And as when it starts, I think people will probably, I could see the price going up after the liquidity's on, the trading's unlocked on Uniswap. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, watch Crypto Slow video on Wise. He makes sense. Yeah, but Crypto Slow is all in on Banker. So, you got to understand that, the guy's rocking Banker shirts all day, all his money's in Banker. And, let's be honest, Wise right now, since it's the hype stake or the DeFi platform right now, it's going to, in a way, it's taking a lot of hype away from all the other platforms. So just understand that when you're dealing with certain people, there could be a bias. Now, all that being said, guys, make sure you weigh the risks. Invisible Coins may be right. Slow may be right. And again, these are smaller speculative projects. So because of that, I'm not going to go ahead and throw the majority of my bag onto this project, but I'm going to go ahead and move into it. Punish GT says, now I'm here and you're ending the stream. Yeah, I've been on for almost an hour. But that being said, Crypto Slow got good videos on Banker X, and I watch them, But, first thing I come across, when you said that, because Crypto Slow, I'm like, yeah, Crypto Slow, all he does is mostly banker tokens. I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the devs. I don't even know if that's true or not, but I mean, he definitely got the shirt. And that's cool, though. I mean, like, I like his video. I actually like the platform, too. I have nothing bad to say about it other than there could be some bias. Invisible Coin says, I absolutely agree. I'm invested in Y. So there you go. So yeah, don't FUD it, man. Don't FUD it. If you're investing at it, you sounded like you're FUDing it. You got to protect your investments. You got, if anything, you got to hype it up. Try to, don't promote FUD, promote FOMO if you're going to do anything. Awesome info. Altcoins will have a huge impact starting next year at the Nova. I think they're starting to have an impact already, and we'll see. We're going to see movements. Right now, it's risk on for the blockchain. It's risk on for all the markets, obviously, even the traditional. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and exercise. Make sure you're pulling some weight. I don't need anybody looking like Vitalik in the chat box here, guys. You got to eat good, okay? Make sure you're eating correctly. Okay, because dieting is not always about eating less. It's about eating more of the good stuff too. That's one thing, that it took me a while. It's like you think of, eat good. I'm going to get on a diet. A lot of people think I'm going to restrict my calories. Sometimes you need to eat more protein and less carbs, or you got to adjust your macros. You got to look into that. But make sure you're dialing in. Make sure you got enough fuel. And make sure you're training, whatever you're doing. I like strength training, but other people like, sometimes people like running and doing marathons or whatnot, They like to be, cardio bunnies. I'm not sure. But me, I'm doing strength training. I'm pulling weight on the bar. I'm trying to get strong. Hopefully you're doing the same. If there's no other comments or questions, I'm going to go ahead and retire the chat and continue. Make sure you are checking out the links below. I'm most hype about Wise, alongside obviously Bitcoin and ETH. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And shout out to everybody making gains on these altcoins out there. But like I've said, me personally, I would consider always taking some profits if you're in the green. You don't want to get clapped up. Don't be like one of those guys that didn't take profits in 2017 and then you had to wait for years to break even. You think Ethereum will grow more? And good luck on your training, my brother. Yeah, I think Ethereum will grow. I do. That's my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm seeing it grow. I've seen more projects come up on Ethereum. So, yeah, I do think so. Hopefully, I'm right. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Stay strong. Marlon says, time to pull out the sirens. Yeah, I did, Marlon, but I'm going ahead signing off. Nice to see you here. I started off with the siren. Shout out to all my day one. Shout out to Marlon, Nova, GT, the rest of the pumpers. I'm going to go ahead and pump some weight myself. Enjoy your 32 ETH. Yeah. Shout out to the 32 ETH Club. We've been saying it. Marlon's been saying it. And we've been talking about it day in, day out. So shout out to all my boomers out there. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll be back, guys. Enjoy your gains. And make sure that you stay healthy out there, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer, Champagne Crypto.